All right, guys. So today on the streets of LA, it was like a UN meeting because like I picked up two girls from Sweden who were like 19 years old and apparently like traveling the world because that's what they do in Sweden. Did you know that? It's part of their culture that as soon as they graduate high school, they they for like a year or two they go out and they actually travel the world. And they told me that 50% of them do that, and like it's super exciting, super cool because before they settle down and they live their lives, they go out there and do that. So I thought that was so cool. Like Sweden, like they have an amazing culture. They also said that 33% is the tax rate for like the average family, and rich people over there pay like 50% of taxes over sometimes over that. But their healthcare system's awesome, and they also talked about like Stockholm and how cool of a city it is, and that it's pretty relatively safe over there. So that was Sweden, and then I picked up somebody from Ireland, and this guy from Ireland, he worked at a t-shirt store. Like, he was like a manager there, and he was talking about how in Ireland, like all the guys work out because there's really nothing to do, and because the food is so cheap, like they can afford to like eat, proteins and stuff that keeps them buff. So when he got here, he said he lost a lot of muscle, but he had a really cool like Irish accent, and that was another thing. I also picked up a two women who were one was Irish. No, I'm sorry. One was half Egyptian, half Brazilian, and the other one was like half Ecuadorian, half Egyptian, and they spoke Arabic and Spanish, which was really crazy because like that is a combination that I've never seen. They were telling me about like Egypt and how Cairo is like a really like active city and a lot of cool stuff to do over there, lots of history, and that it made me really want to go over there. I also picked up like a Russian woman who was like really confused and like really drunk, and she was like she spoke English but like not really, and she literally like wanted me to be her kind of chauffeur almost, but like I had to drop her off and like say, I'm sorry, you have to take another Uber. But she was telling me how like the night before she drank so much that, in her broken English of course, that the night before she drank so much that like four cops followed her into her room, and like we're probably thinking like, oh my gosh, this crazy Russian woman is here. Yeah, so that was an interesting one as well, and got to see a lot of really cool like Beverly Hills homes, like on top of like Beverly Hills. Picked a lot of people up there. Picked an African American woman who was talking about like how she finds it really really awesome when nationalities are mixed, and children get to be raised in a setting where they have different cultures and identities. And I explained to her how like I have a Korean wife, and I have like two realities, one in South Korea where I try to go there often, and one here in LA. So that was a pretty cool conversation that I had today. And yeah, like I also tried to get scammed today, and I did another video so that other people can avoid it. I'm gonna put a link here for that video, because if you're an Uber driver, you need to avoid these scams. It almost wiped me out, and thankfully, like I picked up on it really quick. But that's in another video, so if you're curious about that, check that out. But that was my day today as an Uber driver. I'll obviously keep you guys updated on other awesome stories and other awesome experiences that I have driving here in LA, which is like so much diversity and so much awesome stuff going on. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll talk soon, okay? Bye-bye.